Can't believe it. United 2, City 1. Let's run through this. There's only one place we can start really, and it's that offside first goal from Bruno Fernandes. Bruno obviously wasn't offside, but Rashford definitely was. I don't care what you say, he was interfering with play. Just like when Liverpool played in the 3 PM kickoff later on, Trent was offside, and the offside was called before he'd even gotten to the ball, see? Where's the consistency? Oh, it's so annoying, but I'm kind of getting sick of everyone talking about it on Twitter now. I've never seen something so discussed on Twitter, but it's a disgraceful call. I don't know how they got away with it. Akanji definitely gets there. Edison probably gets there if Rashford isn't there. Akanji even steps up to play Rashford on side. So if Rashford wasn't there, Akanji would have been further back in the first place anyway. But yeah, annoying first goal to concede, and then they score a couple of minutes later. Just we bottled it. Just this team can't hold out wins anymore. But yeah, it was offside. Guaranteed the rule will change or something now. It's one of them goals where the rule will change. It's like pretty sure a couple of years ago it was a Wolves goal against City that kind of sparked the big VAR debate and that it should be brought in. And what do you know? It was brought in the season after that. Like, it's got everyone talking about it anyway. Of course, it's a goal that goes against us that'll spark change about a rule. Like, these decisions shouldn't be happening in football. Like, it's just so annoying it's happened to us. And in United's favour, and to kind of push it back in the title race. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Can't do anything about it now. It's not like that was their only goal. We just crumbled straight away and they still scored after that. Like, well, I know the other team has the momentum, but it should be the conceding team that picks up or gets sparked into changing something to get back into the game properly. We just crumbled. We need Diaz back. We need a bit of leadership. We need a rock at the back that's solid. I don't even know what to say. We were doing okay in the second half, but so yeah, the first goal's offside, but we got to do better for the second. I think Cancelo gets caught upfield or something like that. Walker was caught upfield as well, and we've no one at the back. Rashford shouldn't have that much space in the middle. The centre back should know that he's behind them. Or Akanji was the one dealing with Garnacho, so I don't know. It's just a whole calamity of errors, really, and it's just annoying now. Just very, very, very annoying, isn't it? But yeah, first goal just is offside. I don't care what you say. It's just offside. End of. Second point is just, even if the first goal is offside, we still scored a second one. That would have meant we'd have drawn the game. We know United definitely would have onslaught in the last 5 or 10 minutes even without that goal. That's just what teams do against City. They just hold out for 80-85 minutes and then they attack. So they probably would have scored that second goal anyway. This momentum changed. It just happens against City all the time. They have a period of 5-10 minutes where they have to hold out the games, which they can't seem to do anymore. They did it a couple of years ago. They did it last year. Maybe we just need Diaz to come back and shore up that defence. We're missing a bit of leadership and a rock at the back. Technically, we were playing with our 4th and 5th choice centre backs in Akanji and Ake. The second point is more about the system still isn't working. The system doesn't create chances either. That was my point. We still didn't score enough, even though United scored an offside goal. They still scored one after that, and we would have drew the game. We wouldn't have won because we still aren't creating the chances. That Grealish one was the only chance I remember being created in the whole game. Bar a Kyle Walker long shot. I think that was about it. But we didn't have a single shot in the first half, so that was a game and a half that we went without a shot on target. It's just, we've only had one shot on target in the past 2 games, and that wasn't even a shot. It was a header from Grealish. So yeah, we're still not creating enough. Even though people say we played well, or even Pep says we played well, what did we do? We kept the ball and did nothing with it. Do you know who that sounds like? That sounds like the England national team. That's what everyone crucifies Gareth Southgate for, having the ball and doing nothing with it. That and not starting the right players. But yeah, that's what Gareth Southgate gets crucified for. And what are we supposed to say? We can't say anything about it, can we? Just the system isn't good enough. It doesn't create chances. The wingers ain't winging and the creators ain't creating. Like, the wingers don't take anyone on. Oh, I long for the days where Raheem Sterling missed chance after chance. You know, I would have preferred that. I preferred that, because at least we were creating chances and it was exciting. And you could blame it on the players for missing them. But now it's just nothing. Just going back, always passing back. You see Arsenal, risky play. They have confidence on the ball. They play it forward. They take men on. It's just depressing watching City these days. I know other fans might think, oh, you've got it easy supporting Man City. Probably look at Everton, but see how they're doing. But yeah, with the players we have at our disposal, we should be doing so much better. Like the team Arsenal have, if you compared them to any of the City players from last season, you would have gotten laughed at. You wouldn't have taken any Arsenal players over the City ones. But now, how are Arsenal so good and City are so bad? Like, don't get it. And I don't know how we fix it either. I think the back four wasn't even, the structure at the back was alright, I think, but I think you have to play Laporte instead of Ake, especially a game like yesterday. Just screamed out for Laporte to to be able to play out from the back instead of maybe the attackers dropping so deep and then there being one less attacker up front, like say Bernardo Silva. He was literally just coming to get the ball off the goalkeeper because I don't know, the centre backs couldn't play it out from the back. So that's why we need Laporte back. I don't know why he was benched yesterday. Someone said it was because he had niggles or something like that, but I didn't say anything official. Didn't hear Pep say anything about it. But yeah, John Stones, Diaz and Laporte were all out, so there was our main three centre backs. John Stones just unfit again. Just what is with him? We don't create chances either. De Bruyne, the only chance we got, he got an assist from it, yeah, but we haven't credited anything for Erling Haaland in games now. I think he's 3 games or something without a goal. That's a rarity now for Erling Haaland, but he makes so many runs. I think we don't feed him down the channels. He's probably the fastest striker in the league. He's the biggest striker in the league. Well, he's one of anyway. He's the biggest and fastest striker, and we don't feed players into him. We barely give him the ball. He was at least he was dropping deep like a false 9 yesterday to get on the ball, and that actually worked a good couple of times. But yeah, I think we should just feed him down the channels because there's plenty of spaces and opportunities to do it. But it comes back to, again, players not taking risks, scared out of their minds to lose the ball. Just it's chalk and cheese compared to City back in the day. That's City be able to play out the back like no tomorrow, but we rarely do it now. I think everyone's just so scared of the counter-attack. They're scared to play a ball forward. They're scared to move forward because they'll be vacating space behind them. Yeah, but then balancing it up because there's a very real threat on the counter-attack. I don't know how we fix it. Pep should. He's supposed to be a genius. He gets paid to be able to fix it, but I think there's some individual players that shouldn't be playing. We need signings, I think. We need pace. We need a bit of pace in this team. Brentford said themselves we're just predictable up front and going forward. Like if Brentford players came out and say that, you know something's wrong. So system changes definitely needed, and Pep needs to, I said it last time, Pep needs to fix us up quickly because there'll be consequences otherwise, and that United game was a consequence. We lost the United game. Number 3, I think Foden's time is up. He's had enough time to prove himself out on that wing now, and he's not done anything of note in a long time. Grealish came on and he looked okay. Like he got his goal. He had a few nice drives in field. Apart from his goal, I don't think he did a lot outside of that, but then the game kind of got turned on its head and it was a lot harder for any of us to do anything when we're 2-1 down, because this team just doesn't be able to, unless there's a title on the line, which there is. I was surprised you came back against Aston Villa. Just this team just doesn't have it. I don't think, it just seems like we're so susceptible to crumbling sometimes, and we struggle to create when we're 1-0 up or 0-0, never mind when we're 2-1 down. Yeah, pure struggle to create. So yeah, but this main point is about Foden dropping out. I think Foden's got to drop out. Maybe Grealish has to come in. He's a man in form. He's got 4 goals and assists in his last 5 games, something like that. Mahrez is kind of in form as well, although he didn't do anything much against United. So I think you can run with those wingers now, maybe. Let Foden hold bench for a while. He didn't seem to get the point when he was dropped before and after the World Cup, but who knows what's going on with Foden. I mentioned it earlier, I think Ake has got to be dropped for Laporte as well at the same time, or at least just have Laporte in the team somewhere, because we've no ball progression at all at the back. Everyone's just not knowing what to do with the ball, afraid to play any risky passes. At least Laporte will do that, although Laporte is then slower than Ake and he's not as good of a pure defender as Ake either. So you're trading defending for being able to play out from the back, but I think it's necessary now. I think the playing out from the back has a huge effect on us going forward, but you don't really notice it because I don't know, you don't really notice it. I don't know how you don't notice it. I don't know how the Pep hasn't noticed it. I can notice it and fans on Twitter notices it. He must have had niggles or something. He must have been injured, because there's no other reason why he doesn't play that game. Well, maybe there is, because Akanji and Ake are faster. Pep is scared of pace. Well, why don't we buy some pace ourselves? You see Chelsea owner just spending bucket loads, just throwing money at it to make sure they get it right. Maybe we need to throw some money at it. We have the money to do it. It's not like we're a poor club. Yeah, Tiki said we only do business in the January transfer market if something is going wrong. Well, I tell you, something's going wrong. We're 8 points off the top of the table. We'll definitely get smacked in the Champions League. I don't want to play Napoli, that's for sure. Napoli will ruin us, that's a guarantee. So yeah, did you not see this as a problem? As I said, our wingers ain't winging. No creator is creating. Even though Grealish, I probably want Grealish on the team now, he still isn't doing it much either. So we need a new winger in the summer. We needed to keep Raheem Sterling, and especially Zinchenko as well. We don't have a left back either. We haven't had a left back in years. We haven't had a squad with players playing in their proper positions since Pep came. Maybe we had maybe 10 games in 2017 where we had a proper squad. And the amount of money we spent, the fact we don't have a proper squad yet is a joke. We went multiple years without a striker. Fabian Delph and Zinchenko were our left backs for God knows how long. And now we have strikers, but we've no pacey wingers. And still no left back. Bruh, what's going on? We need, it's problems. System problems, individual problems. It's a joke. How have we spent this much money when we've so many problems? It's like it's United bad. Well, it's not quite United bad. It's just we're lucky we have Pep to sometimes solve these problems. Although he's not helping himself these days either. But yeah, I think we got to run with the back four of Walker, John Stones, Laporte and Cancelo. Just keep Cancelo high up on that left hand side and have a back three of like Laporte, John Stones and Walker as that base. Just keep Walker back. No point him bombing forward because we need his pace at the back. So Grealish in, Foden out, Laporte in, Ake out. That's what I want to see going forward. Yeah, point 4. Arsenal. Have they won the title? Are City out of the title race now? United fans seem to think they're in the title race, but they're a point behind us. How were they a point behind us? Like they were rubbish not so long ago. Yes, and we think we're out of the title race, but United fans think they're in the title race. That's kind of funny on the perspective on how results can make you feel like that. But are we out of the title race? Technically, we're still only before Christmas time results wise. We're not even halfway played yet. The World Cup has kind of thrown us off. Like if it was this time of year in a normal year, yeah, maybe you could say you're out of the title race because you would have played an extra 5 or 7 games or so more. But I mean, if we fix up and we beat Arsenal twice, we'd be 2 points behind them still. Yeah. But we still have to play United. We still have to play Liverpool again, even though Liverpool are rubbish. Do we have to play? No, we've played United twice now. We still have to play Newcastle. Newcastle are hot in our trails as well. We got to make sure we get top 4 now. United are right behind us. Newcastle are probably just right behind them and right behind us, although they've played a game in hand. So this top 4 is really heating up, isn't it? So we really got to fix up soon. Yeah, it's a problem with games that are coming so thick and fast. You can just keep dropping points and not get enough time to find solutions, but then again with games coming thick and fast you can find solutions quicker rather than waiting weeks and weeks. Oh, it's an annoying one. It's a painful one to watch. I thought we were going to stroll this season, especially with Liverpool out of it. Liverpool and Chelsea are rubbish. We should be going on for our 3-peat. We should be winning this title. Although Arsenal, yeah, they're great, they're doing well, but Man City should be winning this title. We are normally the best team of the league. We just not gotten rid of Sterling and Zinchenko, or just kept one of Jesus and Sterling. We should have kept Sterling. Just having that option is so invaluable. Zinchenko, he was such a good player as well. He's such a solid player on the ball. I don't know. We gotta fix. I keep saying it. I keep saying we have to fix up, but we do. Once the titles, I'm gonna keep repeating this every video. Just the title is gone. The title is going. Is the title gone yet? I don't know. The way Arsenal are playing, yeah, they are, and the way we're playing, yeah, it's out. But 8 points technically before halfway. We've done it before. We can do it again. With Liverpool, maybe we think it, but Arsenal are so strong. Is the title out of the picture? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think City have the facilities to get back? Do you think it's too far gone? Let me know. Point 5. Spurs next. I think we've Spurs twice in a couple of weeks. We've Arsenal in the FA Cup soon. As I've been saying, we need to fix up. But Spurs next. Spurs lost today against Arsenal 2-0, so they should be well up for this game, although they'll probably beat Man City like they usually do. If I see a centre back getting drawn out by Harry Kane and leaving a bucket load of space in behind for Son to run and score into, I will lose my mind, because that always happens. I remember, when was it? 2020 was it? The first game we lost to them in 2020, or it could have been last season. I knew before the game what was that was the plan, and well, what do you know? Harry Kane drags Laporte out of defence. Son just runs in behind and scores. It's just textbook play. It's just, if you're gonna follow Harry Kane out like that, you've got to cripple him. You can't let him turn and play a ball. I think Rodri should be the one to mark Kane when he's dropping deep rather than a centre back. Watch Tottenham turn things around easily and just beat us on the counter attack, because we can't create chances anymore. If we can't create chances against Tottenham, or of course we can't create chances for our lives now. Lloris will have a blinder after stinking it up against Arsenal. That's just a guarantee. We have to fix up. I keep repeating myself, but it's so true. Depressing stuff right now for City. Not looking good. We're not playing good. I said last video, we've not played good for a long time. We've just relied on individual quality, but we had a bit of a system that got the best out of the individual quality. We need to find something. Something's not working. Something has to be done. Hopefully we fix it up against Spurs and we win that game. I might preview that, so that might be out in a couple of days before the Spurs game. But yeah, until next time, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.